Okay, so I know managing low back pain is not a catchword, but I am telling you right now, if you've had low back pain and you're working from home, then it is absolutely essential to modify behaviors to manage your low back pain first before you try to find a fix. So let me show you exactly what to do to help manage your low back pain throughout your working day when you are working from home. The worst thing you can do is to get up in the morning and go sit in front of the computer to start work, because your back is probably at its worst then. It's probably at its stiffest, and it's probably at its most painfulness. Is that even a word? You know what I mean. So you want to do a few things that I'm going to show you that tends to help most people out, that tends to help most people manage their pain throughout their working day. So before you even get out of bed, especially if you find that your back is really stiff in the morning, it may be best to lay flat on your back, then bend your knees and place both of your knees together. And then from here, rotate both knees side to side within a range that you can absolutely tolerate here. You want to spend about a minute or two doing this, and do this will just get all the juices, all the fluids in and out of your back, and you will find that getting up after doing this will be a little less stiffer than your back usually is in the mornings. After you're done that, this is when you can get up from bed and then get yourself on one knee with the knee on a soft pad and with the foot up against the wall to stretch out your hip flexors and your quad. Now, when you're in this position, you want to make sure that you're squeezing the glute and you're squeezing the core to really maximize the stretch along the quad, and to also make sure that you're not getting any back pain here. If you're getting back pain here, it likely means that you're not squeezing your glute and core. You want to hold the quad and hip flexor stretch here for about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on what you can tolerate, and go for a couple rounds of this. And now when you're done here, get yourself down onto the floor and do a pigeon pose stretch. Now, depending on your flexibility, you may need to do a modified version of it like I'm showing here. Spend about 30 to 40 seconds or up to a minute stretching the butt muscles here as well, and you'll find that a combination of all of this will be immensely helpful to reduce and manage your low back stiffness. Okay, now we have to stretch the hamstrings. If your back pain is associated with numbness and tingling, you may need to be careful with this one, and preferably have some professional guidance guiding you through this variation. But if you do not have any nerve-like pain or discomfort, then it is absolutely okay to definitely do this. So to stretch the hamstring, you want to come up off of the floor, get yourself into a staggered stance with one foot up on a chair if possible, with the knees slightly bent, and then you want to keep your trunk tall and then lean forward slightly to get a healthy stretch just through the hamstring. Hold this for about 30 to 40 seconds or up to a minute, and for a couple rounds of this. And again, you find that a combination of all of this will be extremely helpful to reduce and manage your low back pain throughout your day. Now, at this point, you're probably like, Manny, I gotta do all that? Yeah, you gotta do all that and more actually, because if you can, try to top this off by going for a walk for about 10 minutes. And this will just complete everything to make your back feel as best as possible before you sit in front of your computer. Now, at this point, you should feel a lot to a little better. Everyone responds a little bit different, but the point is that you feel better and you can start working from home with the back less irritated. I should say that it is very important to do all of these in the morning, and if depending on how irritable your back is, it will be important to do in the afternoon, but definitely required and necessary to do in the evenings as well. Now, I'll post a video next week discussing exactly what you need to do while you're in front of that computer to manage your low back pain. But if you want a quick answer now, all I gotta say is to try to move as much as possible while you're in front of your computer, and I will show you exactly how to do that next week. All right, I will see you all in I'll see you in a week. Bye-bye.